Hello and welcome to today's video. We are here to take a look at the third stage of the Overwatch World Cup. This is the Bangkok, Thailand stage. Of course, we looked at Incheon, South Korea back in August, and Los Angeles, United States in the other thing before. So, back in the beginning of September. So now we're here for Bangkok, Thailand. And we're going to take a look at the matches. So, I did say in the last video for the Los Angeles stage, looking ahead to the Thailand one here, that China probably would advance out of their group. But I wasn't really sure who else would. I just said Thailand wouldn't. But we didn't really necessarily see a team have as dominant of a performance as the last two stages. For the first stage, South Korea and Finland were pretty much out doing their own thing. And then the next stage, America and Canada kind of doing their own thing. But the stage was very close between China obviously winning all 5 matches. Now again, I don't watch any of this stage. I want you guys to know that, so I'm figuring this out for the first time. I mean, I knew what teams were in, but yeah, there's not really much. I didn't really watch it, basically is what I'm saying. But China did win all 5 matches, but they did lose a lot more maps than any of their teams. Because Korea, who advanced, only dropped 2 maps, Finland lost 4 maps, America lost 2, and Canada lost 3. China lost 7, and Australia, who the other team advanced, did as well. So take a look at the records here. Spain was 3-16. They were 0-5 on maps, or on matches. Thailand, who was 7-14 on maps, and they were 1-4 overall. Then we had a 3-way tie for match record. Both are all countries at 3-2. Sweden, Denmark, and Australia. But Sweden came next with their 11-10 record, and then Denmark with their 12-9 record, and Australia with their 14-7 record advanced to play in BlizzCon. So, let's take a look at the matches. The first match was between Denmark and Thailand. Denmark won that 3-1. The thing about this was Denmark, I believe, was actually in second place for most of the match until like the last day. But Denmark won Nepal, Kings Row, and Temple of Anubis, and dropping Rialto, Thailand. Next match was Australia and Spain. Australia dropping Lijiang Tower and then winning Blizzard World, Temple of Anubis, and Route 66. Next was China and Sweden. China winning Oasis, Sweden winning Kings Row, and then China winning Temple of Anubis and Route 66. Moving now on to the second day of competition. Denmark and Spain. Denmark won Ilios, tied Numbani. Spain won Volskaya Industries, and Denmark won Watchpoint Gibraltar. Australia and Thailand. Australia winning Oasis, Kings Row, Temple of Anubis, and Rialto. Australia and Denmark. Denmark won Oasis, Numbani, Temple of Anubis, and Australia won Junkertown. Next, China and Thailand. This one here was actually pretty close considering Thailand was not that good. China won Ilios and Kings Row. Thailand came back to win Temple of Anubis and Watchpoint Gibraltar. And then for China to win Oasis. Australia and Sweden. Australia won 4-0, winning Ilios, Kings Row, Temple of Anubis, and the last map. We were almost through the whole thing with the last map showing up. But the final day, Denmark and China. China easily could have also been 3-2 here. China winning Lijiang Tower. Losing Blizzard World and Temple of Anubis, winning whatever the 4th map was, and then winning Oasis. Spain and Sweden. Sweden won 4-0, winning Nepal, Nambani, Full Sky Industries, and the fourth map. Now we're losing it, guys. Sweden and Thailand. Thailand won Lijiang Tower. Sweden won Hollywood. They tied on Temple of Anubis, and then Sweden won on Rialto. Then we have Spain and China. China winning 4-0 on Oasis and Nambani, Full Sky Industries, and the fourth map. Yeah, they just threw in the final day here, it looks like, for this thing. Lijiang Tower was won by Denmark against Sweden. Good job, me. Sweden then won Hollywood and Temple of Anubis. Denmark won Watch Point Gibraltar. Sweden winning Nepal. I totally just messed up the last one really bad. But yeah, that's how it went. Actually, if Denmark had won that against Sweden, they would have been in BlizzCon. But now we know 6 countries that are going to BlizzCon. South Korea, Denmark, United States, China, Canada, I meant to say Canada and said China instead, and Australia. So, there are 2 spots left at BlizzCon. Now, I'm not really sure how it's going to work out playing each other. Are the teams with the 5-0 records going to play the lower teams, or are we going to have whoever's the best map record plays the worst map record? I'm not really sure how it all gets set up, but it's definitely going to be exciting to watch BlizzCon in November, and I believe the Overwatch World Cup will be on Twitch. You don't have to buy the pass for that. So, coming up in the next round in Paris on the 21st, you have the United Kingdom, Poland, Italy, Germany, Netherlands, and France all playing. And let's take a look. Do any of these teams have Overwatch League players? UK has 1. I don't think Poland does. I don't really know which countries do. I think France does. Yeah, France would. Italy does not. I do think it's going to be UK and France are the 2 advancing teams out of this group, I believe. Those are my predictions. Yeah, it looks like this stage has a lot less players from Overwatch League. France has 4. Poco, Unco, AKM, and Soon. But that's the most on a team is 4. And UK only has 1 with Boombox. So besides those 5 players, the Paris stage does not really have any players from the Overwatch League. But again, I think that it will be UK and France advancing out. But let's take a look back at the Thailand stage really quick and see how many players were from the Overwatch League in that. For China, there's only 1. And he's from Shanghai Dragons, and I don't even know if he's still on the team. Australia also had 1. So the 2 teams that advanced out only did have 1 each. Denmark had 1. Sweden had a lot. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 announcer. They had 9. Obviously, they don't all play, but on the original team, they had a lot. But they didn't make it out. Thailand, I believe, had 1. Well, I know Thailand had 1. I don't know if they had any more, though. Spain, I think, might have 1, 2. No, actually, Spain had 3. So all these teams that... Actually, I was surprised that Sweden didn't go further. And that Spain didn't maybe win a map. Again, being in the Overwatch League and being in the Overwatch World Cup doesn't necessarily correlate. But it's just, they're the pros. And you expect maybe the teams with the pro players to go further. Again, the other teams that advanced, South Korea obviously was majority of the New York Excelsior. So there's a all thing. All Overwatch thing. All Overwatch League. Finland also has a decent amount of players. I don't know which ones were on the actual team, which ones weren't. I know US has mostly. So it's really a mix. Some teams are a lot Overwatch League and some of them aren't. Canada also has a decent amount of Overwatch League players. So the first 4 teams that advanced, South Korea, Finland, US, and Canada, all have a lot of players from Overwatch League. And then whatever the last 4 teams advanced don't. Because China and Australia only have 1. France may, if they advance, there's a decent amount there, but even that, 4 is a little bit different than some of these other things. But, again, we now know 6 teams that are advancing after the Bangkok stage. We know China and Australia are joining South Korea, Finland, United States, and Canada in BlizzCon. So there's 6 teams left. I think you'll see the UK and France join the other 6 teams, but we'll find out starting on the 21st. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.